Yo, peace. It's your boy John Robinson. You're tuned in again to another episode of Visual Caffeine. We live, we in the place to be, and we're here right now. I got a special guest in the house. This is a brother I've known for a very long time. Actually, his older brother was a part of my crew, Intergalactic Federation, running around, Science of Life crew. And we have in the studio with us, CYMARSHALL LAW.
Peace,
how are you, bro?
Peace. Excellent. Good vibes.
Dope.
Excellent.
Dope. So yeah, man, this is how we gonna start, man, because we've known each other for a long time. You know, your brother, Skit Slam, rolling around, Science of Life crew, us collaborating, inspiring each other, sharing ideas and vibes to grow. You know what I'm saying? So talk to me about what you felt about that time and era and what was going on. And really, what inspired you to pick up the microphone?
That's a good question. That's a question a lot of people haven't asked me. But I was thinking right before this started. You know how Little Brother came out and they were like, they're the little brother of like certain people. I feel like I'm 33. I feel like I'm the little brother of like Science of Life, the New York, New Jersey cats, cats like Thurston, people that came from right here, that underground. I call it the tail end of that.
Word.
Like the people who was my age call it the very end of that, like golden era, real cipher spitting. So that's
True.
Who I am. That's where I came from. So I went from that. When I was like probably 15, I went to my first show, and it was y'all who snuck me into a spot called the Buddha Bar. I don't know if you remember.
Yes,
I don't know if they still got that joint.
Nah,
but
that's not there anymore.
That's old school.
Yeah.
So you know what I'm saying? I've been around.
No doubt.
So when like you talking about cats like Wordsworth and like that whole era, the whole
True.
like New Eurekan, I was like right there. I was listening to Stretch and Bobito. Like I was being told to go to bed by my mother in like the 6th grade, waking up listening to that shit. I was the kid in the 6th grade walking to school with like Fat Joe's Jealous One's Envy, like straight up and down. When the other kids was listening to like I can remember kids listening to like Mason Beather and stuff, and I would be in school with my Brooklyn Act CD, and this would be like 7th grade.
No doubt.
And I'd be trying to put I put my whole township up on like this sort of like New York up New Jersey. So that's where I've come from. That's who I am.
For all those more valid in the land. For all those thoughts are taking me down. For all those all y'all fake motherfuckers. Damn, is that how it is? You a liar. For all those more valid in the land. For all those thoughts are taking me down. For all those no need to lie to me. Damn, is that how it is?
Yeah, for every time you use me, but I never knew when. Or if you claim you were, but was really never a true friend. Devil in disguise, what I'm asking you act. This is for every time I've been stabbed in the back, lied to or cheated, plotted upon in secret. Know that everything you throw at me, I eat it and lick the plate. This is for love that came with the hate, and every person that wanted me to disintegrate. In the dark, I'm the one you need to pass the light. This is for every war and any time I had a fight. Every test I failed where I couldn't get the answer right. Every magazine that supported it if you have a sight. Freedom fighters that's trying to get my people free. This is for you if you never ever believed in me. I see what it is, I'll stay bringing the truth. Don't never say I never gave you nothing, this is for you.
For all those more valid in the land. For all those thoughts are taking me down. For all those all y'all fake motherfuckers. Damn, is that how it is? You a liar. For all those more valid in the land. For all those thoughts are taking me down. For all those no need to lie to me. Damn, is that how it is?
For any bully ever thought I was the one to hit ciphers I was in where they thought I wasn't gonna spit. For every time I had to dig myself out of a hole and pit. And anyone that ever told me that I wasn't shit, I wasn't hearing it, I knew that I was more than that. For times I applied but no one ever called me back. I'm being followed around the store cause slow is black. And every time a DJ supported my record and brought it back. This for every time I had to ride the bus or train or had no dough and had to walk home. the fucking rain. For times I was hurting, had to rise above the pain. And for long, Shadow gave me my first puff of Jane. Didn't take me serious and thought I was a joke from start. But every time I've been bruised, I had a broken heart. Or acting like I was a border where you could throw a dart. But my flow is sharp and me, I'm always gonna glow in dark.
For all those, more valid in the lab. For all those, thoughts of taking me down. For all those, all y'all fake motherfuckers. Damn, is that how it is? You a liar. For all those, more valid in the lab. For all those, thoughts of taking me down. For all those, no need to lie to me. Damn, is that how it is?
Tell little man, believe in himself and never doubt. This for every single time that I sent the demo out and never heard back. It could have been discouraging. With martial law, nobody wanted to fuck with him. Kept hustling, they thought I was a joker juggling. But I'm a king and does my thing, got stronger with the struggling. Always showed love, you acted like I didn't come for good. Cause I wasn't smiling in your face, I was misunderstood. But I ain't Carrie Underwood, know me, I'm from the hood. Where our favorite phrase is that we wish a motherfucker would. Try to take what I work so hard for. You gotta feel me if you ever been on all poor. Try to make ends meet, know what you gotta do. It's not impossible, but some always think they stopping you. The shores in the storm, you feeling the rain. I deal with the game, these dudes not as real as they claim.
For all those, more valid in the lab. For all those, thoughts of taking me down. For all those, all y'all fake motherfuckers. Damn, is that how it is? You a liar. For all those, more valid in the lab. For all those, thoughts of taking me down. For all those, no need to lie to me. Damn, is that how it is?
So let's talk about the journey. Let's go back. Originally from the UK.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Luton. And so what was that like? You came to the States young. You know, what was that like? What was going on in your mind when you got here?
You know, it was hard as hell because I didn't want to leave. I had only been to America one time before that, probably when I was like 6 years old, and I came on a vacation, so I didn't know about anything about America, so that was completely scary for me because all I know is like my Jamaican English stuff, and for my parents to be like, yo, we're moving to America for better opportunities, that's really difficult for an 8-year-old to understand because I'm
Absolutely.
like, we got the opportunities right here, my boys is right here, but so I got ripped out of that. And then that was about, a long time ago. In 1990 we moved, and then when I came here, it was like, because I had the strong accent, it was very hard to fit in. The girls loved it,
No doubt.
but the boys was reckless, so I got into a lot of fist fights.
The eloquence, no doubt.
Yeah, because of my accent, but luckily I've always been like real athletic, so I just blended in like that, whether it was playing basketball, football, or baseball. Like,
No doubt.
So I went from being an athlete to being conquered by hip hop because my brother kept, when I was doing what he did, he used to dance, right? So when he came here, he was dancing, and then he started spitting when he came over here, but I wasn't really into music. But then when he started getting into music, and he would be coming home from these shows and like putting me up on these new cats, like I would hear about cats like Little Sign, like all y'all cats, and I would be like, yo, y'all are like superheroes to me. So it went from me being straight athlete to just falling in love with hip hop and like running with it.
No
So
doubt.
yeah, but yeah, it was hard, but we survived, and a lot of the kids back where I live in England right now, they're in the same place. Like I came from a terrible place in England. Matter of fact, it's not terrible as far as like the essence of the people, but as far as like the living conditions, it's not the one.
Got it.
So now that I'm older, I understand why my parents moved us here.
True.
And it worked out because I never would have become CYMARSHALL LAW.
True.
So
it's ill, like knowing your brother, meeting you, meeting the family, and just learning from you two about the family. It was always ill to me how your brother was into the music. You weren't into the music yet, but your dad was into the music.
yeah.
So he kind of, bless his soul, rest in peace, he brought direct inspiration to the household in terms of the music. So you had a blueprint to look at.
Yeah, rest in peace. My father, he passed in 2013, but the music had to have always been in me because I'm his son. Like when we lived in England, he owned his whole own sound set. I don't know if y'all, well, I know you know what a sound set is, but for the listeners, you know what I'm saying, he owned a whole reggae sound set. So he had the whole part of England where we lived at bubbling. So there's countless vinyls. Like over here, I would say most times I speak to an American person, they're like, they grew up with a lot of jazz playing in their house. When I was growing up, it was bare ragga, no jazz, nothing, just like bad boy rhythms and all that sing ting. So I grew up on that, but at the same time, I was so entrenched in being a little kid and like doing what little kids do. That stuff was just flying over my head, but it didn't like really hit me until I remember one day I was in my bedroom and it was Keith Murray's Most Beautifulest Things in the World that came on, and I was ironing my clothes, and the beat just like went like this to me, and I went into the next room and I was like, yo, Sakina, that's my sister. I was like, what's that? And she was like, Keith Murray. From that day, it's been on. And then
that's what's up.
You know how like something will happen to you in your life and then you'll start to think about things that happened before that, but you didn't notice those things until no doubt. So like then I started flashing back to stuff like watching Run DMC's Christmas Time video, or watching or stealing my brother's LL Cool J I'm Bad tape back when I was like 5, and like I had already been involved in the music, but like I said, I was a little kid running around. But then I thought about it like, yo, hip hop has always been like Run DMC, Sucker MCs, like I've always loved that stuff. And then I didn't really notice I loved it so much until Keith Murray's joint, to be honest with you. I started going back. So
one of the things that always was very inspirational to me about you was you are an artist who, when you came out, you weren't necessarily emulating someone else's style. You know, even coming from a younger generation than my generation, you were one who wanted to just do your own thing and create your own lane. And it allowed you to not only create your own lane, but it allowed you to travel the world and share your music. Do you have a favorite place you've ever been?
Yeah, Berlin, Germany. I mean, out of all the places I toured, I really enjoyed Berlin, Germany. I really did. I think I love Berlin. I got caught by surprise because I didn't expect it to be like that. Beautiful place. Definitely, when it comes to like artist vibes, that's the place to be. For real. Like I loved it there. There was hip hop every day, all day.
No doubt.
I made this for my sister, made this for my daughter, cause the world will teach her all the things I never taught her. I don't want a life in order, not nowhere near the border, and without the proper guidance, you know this life could be torture. With no father figure, a girl could be known to crack, cause they don't know how a real man is supposed to act. I look at just the eyes, can tell you had enough of lies. You're a queen, don't let nobody tell you otherwise. Forget them other guys, I know you had to fight for hope. It was 1920 when women, they got the right to vote. That's amazing, God's greatest creation. If I'm not mistaken, it's more than half the population. Anytime you're abused, it's a great defeat. nights in my dark, I can put my hand on your chest and hear the planet's heart. With just a touch, got me feeling at home. Because a woman is the earth's backbone. Appreciate you and I show the love. Telling you now because I don't think that you told enough.
Let's talk about the music, man. You have a record that you did with KRS-One.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, how'd that come about?
It's a story I'll never get tired of telling.
Word.
Yo, I came out with an album called Hip Hop in the Flesh, and at the same time he was coming out with an album called Hip Hop Lives, and I didn't know about. We obviously didn't know, but so he came out with an album with Marley Marl, and he had an in-store at Fat Beats one day, and I was like, yo, I'm just gonna take the train to New York and try to give KRS my album. So I went there. Fat Beats was packed, and I, went through mad people, and I was like, yo. And some dude stepped in front of KRS and was like, I'll take that. Peace to Mondo. And he took the CD, and then he was like, he'll get it to KRS. And then, big respect to Aubrey Green. I ended up meeting my soon-to-be manager. I didn't know he was gonna be my manager then, but this guy named Aubrey was there, and I had recently done a show for him in Philadelphia, and we was kicking it. And Aubrey is the first cousin of Hakeem Green from Channel Live, and Hawk was also there. So I told Aubrey, I was like, yo, I gave KRS my CD, and Aubrey was like, yo, I'm driving him around for the day. I'll make sure he listens to it. And I was like, thank you. So the next day, Aubrey calls me in the afternoon. He was like, yo, Cy, I played your CD in the car. He was like, yo, when it got to Addiction, KRS just kept asking to rewind it and rewind it and rewind it.
Wow.
He must have asked like 10 times.
Dope.
And I was like, word? I was like, yo, ask him if we could do a joint together. Just ask him. I took a shot in the dark. He asked him, and KRS was like, the next time I'm in New Jersey, I got you. The next time he came back to New Jersey, we went to his hotel room and recorded the joint in there.
That's what's up.
So,
straight
mad
up.
respect to KRS. He didn't have to do that. He helped
That's
the brother
a gem
out.
right there. That tells you closed mouths don't get fed. You got to jump out the window sometimes, most times, and just follow your gut and follow your heart, man. You've been with the music. You're a father now 3 times. You know what I'm saying? You're getting into the visuals over the last few to several years.
Right.
Like, where do you see the next step in terms of just the music, the visuals? Where are things going from here in terms of just thinking about the next moves for Cy Marshall Law?
I think the next move for Cy Marshall Law, quite literally, is to buy a house.
What?
I love hip hop. I love hip hop to death.
No doubt.
But like you said, I have 3 kids, and my kids need like a place to live. So I'm gonna make sure they're straight in their house, which should be coming very, very soon.
No question.
And then I'm gonna build my studio, my own house. I've always had my own studio, but I can't wait to have my own house so I can build it like X-Men, like Professor X building Cerebro or some shit like that.
True indeed.
So right now, I was telling someone the other day, my life is about balance. Like, when you saw me coming up, flying all over the world, doing this, that, and other, I didn't have a regular job. But because my kids got older and they started getting ash on their knees and needed sports, this and that, I had to, get a regular job. And I went back to school, for video, all this stuff. So right now, I've just got to a point where I can buy my house and I can start really showing my head again in hip-hop. So I'm gonna buy the house in a couple months, and then I got hip-hop in the Soul 3 popping off right now behind the scenes. I got some real dope guest features already, and then we'll see what happens from there. I'll never ever stop writing. That's what I love to do. I was writing right before I got here.
No doubt.
Where it goes, I can't say that I know exactly where it goes, to be very honest, from here. I know that I'll never stop writing. I know I'll never stop making music. But as far as music and where it's going to go, I'm not attached to the outcome. And I have never been able to say that before. And I feel the most comfortable I've ever felt.
Dope.
So I'm gonna be here. I'm not going nowhere. I'm gonna show my ass even more than ever before. It's just that, like, when I was busting my ass making music, like in the early 2000s, like, this is all I had. Like, and like I have friends that I went to high school with, and I tried to explain that to them while they have their regular jobs, and they really don't understand. Like when I'll rock a show in New York, and I'll be like, yo, I gotta stay afterwards to try to sell these CDs. They'll be like, yo, I'm trying to go back to Jersey. I'll be like, but this is all I have.
Word.
Like, so.
Word. And that's real. And that's the journey that actually allows you to further your mind as an entrepreneur.
Yeah.
You get more and more seasoned with networking and moving and, you know, just being in the places to be. That's a very important part of it. In terms of Skit Slam, you know, ever living sound, we gotta definitely bring that to the equation. Skit Slam is now Black Belt Poems.
Yeah, the new,
You know
AKA Black Belt Poems.
So what's the deal with Ever Living Sound and that
Black
whole
Dragon?
movement? It's a whole thing. I see y'all been, like, you know, passing files across the waters and keeping things going.
I feel like we're one of like the pioneers of that shit. Like we've been recording across the water, making whole albums for like almost 20 years now.
Dope.
And no, I don't want to amp it. Not 20 years.
Yeah, I mean it's been 15 years.
15.
Yeah, easily.
But yeah, he's my biological brother, and when I was younger, we didn't even get along like that. I tell you, this is a good story. This is how we became like this. One day, he came home, and he saw Cellar Dwellers, Land of the Lost single on our bed because we shared a room, and he was like, "Yo, whose is this?" And I was like, "It's mine." He was like, "Where'd you get it from?" And I was like, "I bought it from the store." He was like, "How do you know about this?" I was like, I just bought it and I liked it. And I had no idea like that when he was going to New York and he was seeing people like that. I didn't know. And then he had his own signal. He had a different single. They had Good Dwellers, I think it was.
No doubt.
So he had that single and I had this single. And after that, we were just like, yo, we're here. And that's how happens. That's where Ever Living came from, straight up and down.
Right.
But yeah, that's never gonna stop. That's my brother. He's got a new album coming out, The Black Dragon. This hot as ever.
No doubt.
I think he's one of the best ever, most underrated. I ain't just saying that because he's my brother, but
yo, peace to Skit Slam, Black Belt Poems.
Yeah, Ever Living sound is always gonna be. That's what Ever Living means. Ever Living will never ever die. Our sound will live forever and never die.
Absolutely.
We'll always be here.
Absolutely.
From ghetto to ghetto, the grind is crazy. Wide awake, there's no time to be lazy. How many times you gonna try to break me? But I'm fine, cause it kinda trains me to be number one. Like the planet, you always gonna be under sun. Look, I never ran from a one-on-one, but I might haul ass when it comes to guns. Cause I'm trying to live long, hit bombs and kick songs. Say something if you think that skit's wrong. I'll give you my middle finger to sit on. If your style is weak, then this kid gone. Bow his beard. I'm like Scrooge McDuck, counting chips. I'm about to flip, yeah, don't doubt the kid, I'm proud of it. Many out there know how it is.
No style that up in a chop pile like a raging bull. Do me thing up while me no watch tough guys and them top lies. Claim say you're hard and you first try. No style that up in a chop pile like a raging bull. Do me thing up while me no watch tough guys and them top lies. Claim say you're hard rude boy, so am I.
Been ready for more, but yo, I think I said it before. It's the Philly, I've come back to leave you dead on the floor. I'm setting the score, decked out ready for war. Serving humble pie to these niggas who ain't had it before. Cause yo, I'm spitting my flames and yous ain't bringing the same. Niggas is jealous cause I'm sick in the game. I'm sick and insane, like I got a chip in my brain. It's configured to cause damage to your rickety frame. Don't call a brother weak, beg you listen and let a brother speak. Better back down cause I'm sick of turning the other cheek. Yo, the Philly's gonna kill it for sound and pillage your town. I'm sick of niggas bringing me down. Give me the crown cause I'm coming to run things. Putting in the work but I make it a fun thing. I just charge my shells, I'm giving you the bars from hell. Rappers and Smurfs and I'm coming like Gargamel. Cause yo,
no style that up in a chop pile like a raging bull. Do me thing up while me no watch tough guys and them top lies. Claim say you're hard and you first try. No style that up in a chop pile like a raging bull. Do me thing up while me no watch tough guys and them top lies.
CYMARSHALL.
Claim say you're hard rude boy, so am I.
It's a new law in town, suckers don't remember me. Cause I shot the sheriff and the motherfucking deputy. Moving steadily after 3 shots of Hennessy. For jokes I poke fun at the Pope's integrity. I use my pen like it was a sword. I'm on a track with Marty McFly's hoverboard. Trust the Lord, I killed all my rivals. I got more verses than 1,000,000 Bibles. So you don't really want trouble, son, shush. Stand back when I'm burning on my bubblegum kush. Spliff in my left ear. Ain't no stopping my hip hop and got you popping and locking, rocking my fresh gear. Tight fly cat, so they like my rap. Why fight back? I'm hard to flow handsome.
handsome. I'm nice like that, what I write like crack. In fact, my girl look like Scarlett Johansson. I do it right, I'm a knight like Brandon. Steal the show and disappear like the Phantom.
No style that up in a truck pile like a raging bull. Do me thing up while me no watch tough guys and them tough lies. Claim say you're hard and you first try. No style that up in a truck pile like a raging bull. Do me thing up while me no watch tough guys and them tough lies. Claim say you're hard rude boy, so am I.
So Martial Law, man, before we break out of here, I want two things. I want you to tell the people where to find you online. And then I also want you to share with the people one of your expressions.
I can do that. So currently, I'm actually building CYMARSHALLLAW.com right now, but by the time this airs, it's going to be live and direct. So CYMARSHALLLAW.com.
Dope.
And besides that, everything else is CYMARSHALL LAW with 3 L's, like at CYMARSHALLLAW, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, CYMARSHALL LAW.
No doubt.
And nowadays you can't really hide. So if you want to find me, you know what it is.
Absolutely.
Yo, I want to thank y'all for having a brother too.
Of course, man. Thanks for coming through.
CYMARSHALL LAW, representing New Jersey. I come hot in the game, y'all rocking the same. Channel the spirits of Rockham and Kane and start cocking the flame. Like Cousteau, you gonna be jocking the name. Don't be surprised when I rocket the fame. I got hip hop in my vein. Super Saiyan Cyclone on the mic device. And you would think there was a cyclone. I'm twice as nice. I got friends that hold the toaster in a golden holster. They shoot bullets that fly from here to Nova Scotia. The flow is doper. When I'm done, I'll have more dough than Oprah. And a bad chick whose skin is the color of a Coca-Cola. Rock the coast talking here, God no. Even ghosts walk through walls to hear my flow. Wow. The West Indian killing them, milling them like Illa now. With a illa style that goes longer than the rivers now. Consider now how all these MCs cute and cuddly. That's why from Jersey to Hungary, humbly, y'all can't fuck with me. I stay sucker free. You coming out, but I'm going in. And trying to put me in a box is trying to rope the wind. In a tornado, I'm as calm as the Dalai Lama. No, it's not the ganja, I know that God is my body armor. I'm not American Pharaoh, but the nigga sound. Every verse is triple crown when I rip it down. I'm either for or against you, fuck a middle ground. Even in my own house party, won't play a kid around. Use all my logic. I score and drop it like Gore and Dragic. It's a small deposit for Lord of Rocket because it's all in pocket. I get the cooking, you be looking like you saw a comet. The way I'm folding these niggas is origamic. The flow transformed, but it was never autobotic. When I rock it, you know what it is, like you're a prophet that came here from outer space to help out the race. When I step in the room about face, I rip down the place. You like the proof I'm Superman when I'm inside the booth. You plagiarizing like Shia LaBeouf, I'ma find the truth. Hip-hop is not dead, know that I'm the proof. This is Sparta, plus I'm sharper than a tiger's tooth. You can't play me, please. I step on stage with an ill pair of ACGs. The flow is profound, I'm holding it down, but the DJ don't play that like Homie the Clown. The kid hustles, so I have like 6 struggles, and I can write through cyclones and wind tunnels. Wheel up, come again, they love my style. One day MOP, the next India Irie. Smoke one, take a cig off your hiney. I represent Jersey like Kurt Irving, Kyrie. CYMARSHALL LAW, nothing's in vain like an IV. Yo, lyrical, visual, caffeine, CYMARSHALL LAW, John Robinson. Don't ever try we.
Word
like
up.
That. Peace,
Don't
love,
try for
energy.
tests. Visual caffeine, CYMARSHALL LAW. Go check him out. He gave all the info. We'll present it right here for you. VizCaff.com. That's where you check us out. Tell a friend to recommend. Yo, we here. We on the ground. We building with the peeps. John Robinson, Visual Caffeine. Peace to Sen16. Peace to Lady Elix. Peace to CYMARSHALL LAW. Peace to General Kush. He's in the place, man. Visual Caffeine. Peace.